Hello, guys. Good morning. So, I'm here to talk about the new White House security strategy. And for someone like me, someone who look like me, and someone who believe like me in the things that I believe in, this is particularly scary because the White House goes on to talk about um, what they classify as issues of national security, right? And the first thing that jumped out at me is where they talk about going after leftist organizations, right? Leftist organizations supporting transgender groups and also Islamist Islamic organizations supporting groups like Gaza or any other Islamic groups, right? So that means that if you're anti war in Iran, they could go after you. If you're anti war in Gaza, they could go after you. If you call the war in Gaza or Lebanon a genocide, they could go after you. So, what I'm getting from this is basically the end of free speech for now, right? Because, so put a pin in that, right? What about other forms of terrorism? If you go by the definition of terrorism, right? If you go by the definition of terrorism, what about mass shootings? I don't see anything about mass shootings, right? I don't see anything about those guys who are going into, say, churches in South Carolina, right? Black churches. I don't see guys going into Walmarts where they were shooting majority black people. I don't see anything about guys going into gay clubs, shooting up gay clubs. I don't see anything about guys going into schools, murdering kids. That's terrorism, right? Am I right? Is it? I know that much people don't see my videos, and I know that my videos most likely get censored, and that's that's probably for my protection. Um, TikTok don't really show my videos, especially if I speak about the president or that one country in the Middle East. YouTube used to show my videos. They stopped showing my videos basically, like zero views. And I'm thinking maybe YouTube is protecting me. Maybe YouTube is, for some reason, protecting me. because of the things that I talk about. Because I was in the shower this morning, and for some reason, this thought crossed my mind that maybe YouTube is just a business that is just trying to survive this administration. And for some reason, maybe YouTube is trying to protect speeches like mine by censoring my speech for the next few years to protect people like me from this administration. Maybe YouTube know about the tools that they're using, like Palantir and these guys from Oracle, the Ellisons. There's a lot of things going on out there, whether the Congress approves it or not. These tools are out there, and they know who we are, and they know what we're saying. And if you show up at a protest, they know that you were there. They know what videos you take on your phone, and they know where you post it. They know who you send it to. These guys know these things. But if you're like a small guy like me with little to no followers, they don't pay no attention to us. And if you're the humongous guys with who can afford to pay for big lawyers, and a lot of these huge guys, big guys with these millions of followers, those guys are attorneys themselves, like the Midas Touch guys and the Katie Fangs and the legal AF guys. Those guys are top lawyers, and they handle some of the biggest cases in the country. And those guys have the big podcast. He's not gonna go after those guys, but he's gonna make examples out of some people with a couple 100,000 followers who he can bankrupt easily. Maybe little people like me, he won't pay attention to because nobody knows who I am, right? But free speech is on the rocks. Like, even in this new security strategy, he have a thing against anti-fascists, where if you are against anti-fascism, you are a target. Let that sink in. If you are against fascism, I said it wrong before. If you are against fascism, you are a target. He said it. It is said in the document. If you are against fascism, you are a target. So fascism, if you are a fascist, it is now okay in America. It also said that the United States will now continue targeting Iranian-backed proxy groups. That means that if you are against the war in Iran, you will be a target. If you are against the war in Gaza, you will be a target. People, wake up. They are about to go into overdrive. You haven't seen Border Patrol done anything yet. This is